I used to be skinny fat and now I'm in much better shape thanks to fixing 3 big mistakes I was making. In this video, I'll share the 3 biggest mistakes that kept me skinny fat, so hopefully you can avoid them. For each mistake, I'll walk you through the 3 steps I took to fix it and get leaner. First, I wasn't working out at all, and that kept me stuck with that skinny fat look. So here's how I changed that. Step 1 was deciding where to train. So even if you don't want to go to like Planet Fitness or any other gym that's near you, it's okay to start at home. You can still see like pretty good results when you train at home. I saw pretty good results. I actually lost, I think, 10 pounds without doing anything outside it, like inside the gym. I was just at home doing full body workouts, just looking up 6-minute ab tricks and just doing whatever I think was working at the time. And yeah, it actually worked for a little bit. Step 2 was that I was aiming for 3 home workouts a week. Full body workouts like squats and push-ups, that helped me in the beginning. So yeah, I just looked up exactly what I just said, full body at home workouts, and I would just do at least 3 times a week. I made that commitment to myself that I was just gonna stay home and I was going to do 3 full body workouts at home. I told nobody. I did them in this room, actually, just on my carpet, doing squats, doing lunges, doing push-ups. Well, I couldn't even do push-ups. I was just doing knee push-ups. And yeah, it was an interesting time. Step 3 was finally I decided to go to a gym with a friend since he was already training, which made it so much easier since I wasn't comfortable yet going by myself. So yeah, when I first started working out, I was skinny fat, and I first started with home workouts. And that worked for a little bit, but I wanted more, I wanted to actually go into the gym, and I decided to go with my friend. And after a week, me and him would go. I didn't really know what I was doing. He was skinnier, but he was skinnier than me. So I was like, oh, he must know more than me. So I just went with him. And after a week of training, there was a day where he said, go there first, go to Planet Fitness. That's where I first started going. Go to Planet Fitness and work out there first and just stay there and wait till I come, right? But then that day he left me there for 30 minutes, which is kind of funny, but that actually pushed me to go by myself. So now that I was starting to go on my own, and after about 2 months of actually going to the gym and learning some more things, I actually saw some like very noticeable results. The key takeaway for this was when I didn't work out, I stayed skinny fat. Second, I wasn't eating any protein at all. And that made it hard to lose weight and gain muscle. So here's what I ended up doing. So step 1 was I aimed for a gram of protein per pound of body weight. And at the time I was 226 pounds, and I couldn't even believe that people could eat that much protein. And I decided to just try to aim for 180 grams because I thought that was okay as well. Step 2 was I made sure to hit that goal every single day. Usually I split it up into 3 meals. I would try to have 50 grams of protein for breakfast, 60 grams for lunch, and 70 for dinner. And if I didn't hit my goal yet, I would drink some milk or a protein shake, and usually that would let me hit my goal. And step number 3 is that I found foods that I liked that also just had protein in it, like chicken and eggs and cheese and Greek yogurt. So it made it a lot more easier for me to stay consistent with my diet and actually hit my protein. So yeah, I used to skip protein and I would just eat candy and chips, and that made me stay very, very skinny fat for a very long time. Then I learned that I needed to eat my body weight in grams of protein. So then I started to do that. And in tandem with working out and starting to eat some protein, I actually saw like very noticeable results in my muscle. And a funny thing that actually happened when I first started was I remember that I was so stressed about making sure I hit my protein goal every single day that one day, after not eating literally any gram, I think I had like 40 grams of protein in the morning. And I was like, oh no, I still have 120 grams of protein to hit. To make sure I didn't go over my calorie goal, I put 1 cup of milk and 4 scoops of protein powder, like the big scoops too. So it was 30 grams of protein, 30 grams of protein, 30 grams of protein, and then 30 grams of protein again. So in total, it was 120 grams of protein from just whey protein. And I blended it up and I drank it. And it was the most disgusting thing I'd ever drinking in my entire life. And it was this Oreo whey protein blend that I had. And I literally, since that point on, I've never, ever eaten any Oreos and cream because I had such a bad experience with that one time where I had to get my protein in. So I decided not to eat the Oreos and cream flavor ever again. And third, I made the mistake of bulking first, which made me just gain fat. So here's what I would have done if I could go back. I would have decided to cut first instead of bulking, to lose fat before building my muscle. When I was skinny fat, what I would have done is I would have cut first because it's a lot easier to cut and lose the weight first because building muscle takes a super long time. Like you can lose a lot of fat, like losing 10 pounds of fat is a lot faster than gaining 10 pounds of muscle. So I would have cut first, lost the initial fat phase and then just been skinny instead of skinny fat. And then from skinny, start to lean bulk. And I could actually stay consistent with my bulk for much longer. So I could actually gain more muscle without having to go from skinny fat to fat because I started bulking and then have to cut down to skinny fat again. And then, like it's just the whole mess. So step 2, and what I recommend is that you cut first. And how I would do that is you take your body weight and multiply it by 11. And whatever that number is, that's the amount of calories that you're supposed to eat now for the day. You don't go a single calorie above that, but you want to track how many calories, and to help you, you want to track how many calories that you burn in the day by walking and doing some extra cardio, not like running or swimming super hard, but just doing like 30 minutes extra on a treadmill, and include the burned calories into your calorie goal. And then from that calorie goal, don't go over them. And then step 3 is I used a tracking calorie app. I use Lose It since it's my favorite, but you can use whatever one that you like. FitnessPal is a very good one as well. And yeah, I used that app to make sure I was logging my food and stayed under my calorie goal no matter what. So yeah, when I first started going to the gym, I didn't know whether to cut or bulk. So in the beginning 2 months, I decided to just eat more protein, and that's all I decided to do. And that actually worked really well for those 2 months. I saw some fat loss and I gained a little bit of muscle and a little bit of strength, and I could see some things changing. My first forearm veins, I remember those. I didn't get my first bicep, but yeah, I saw my first forearm veins, and that worked well for about 2 to 3 months. So then I decided to bulk, but I got really, really fat instead. So then I had to cut all the way back down. And then after that, I did a small, super lean bulk and then cut once more to get leaner. So the key takeaway from that is what I did was I would cut first instead of bulking, since it's easier to lose weight than it is to gain weight. So you might as well lose that fat first so you can lean bulk for longer. And now you know what to do if you're skinny fat. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And thank you guys for 100 subscribers. I love all of you. If you like this video, you should go on and check another one. See you guys.